Hello, intuitive friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning, more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below, as well as here in the chat. If you're watching me live, welcome. Oh, excuse me, intuitive friends. I was eating something spicy, and I don't think that was a good idea. Anyway, intuitive friends, welcome back. Welcome back. So happy that you are here. This is a $10 let's spill the tea. Okay, so it's all about spilling the tea. It is not a free reading. But I want to go over all the important elements about this super chat live. Okay, super chat lives, I focus on, let's see what's going on with. I do have some important examples down below in the description. I'm sorry, in the description box as well as in the chat. So you can take a look at both so you could have an idea on what type of question I will be focusing on here and answering for entertainment purposes only. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's see. Please know, intuitive friends, I will go in the order of your chats. Okay. So the way it comes up on the chat list. All right. So I'll go in that order. So what first come, first serve, whoever's in that order, that's who I will be starting the reading with. Okay. That being said, please take a look at the examples. I've provided multiple examples of what you need to take a look at in regards to how you want to ask the question. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's review some important points. I'll take a look at who's here in a minute, but first, let's jump straight into the important part here, which is talking about the following. This is not okay. So, intuitive friends, welcome. That's the first thing. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. This is not a free reading. No refunds. No follow-up questions. It is a $10 or a $9.99 USD reading. If you are using a currency that is not US dollars, please make sure that the what is it, that the transfer, the conversion is $10 in USD, $10 United States. It is a 10-minute super chat only. I'm only answering one question and one question only, and that is what is possibly going on with fill in the blank. Okay, I'll talk more about that in a minute. And just as a reminder, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. That information is there for you. Let me give you some examples of how you can formulate your question. One example is what's possibly going on with me and fill in the blank. Okay. If it is a connection, okay, just write the first name or the initial of the person and just write current connection. If it is an ex, then write the first name only or the initial only and just put no contact or ex. Okay. Or if it's a sibling, is a loved one, whatever situation that may be, just make sure that you just tell me that so that I can just quickly jump into the reading. It is a 10-minute reading. I know it sounds like really long, but once I jump into it, it might go a lot quicker than what you think. Another important question here, an example, is what's possibly going on with my career? One question could be career, or what's going on with my love life, or what's going on with fill in the blank. Okay, that could be anything. Another example, what's possibly going on with my new connection? If it's a new connection, then just say new connection. If it's a reunion, meaning you and this person were together once upon a time, you broke up and you are in reconciliation or kind of figuring things out, then that's fine. Just give me either their first name or the first initial. Okay. If someone ghosted you, what's possibly going on with so and so who ghosted me? Okay. Or what's going on with so and so? Okay. There are no follow-up questions. And of course, just a reminder here of the legal disclaimer. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember, readings should never replace professional, licensed, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional, licensed, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed, professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. That being said, hello, Ava. Welcome. Hello, Cimarron. Oh, welcome. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. First, we have Ava, and then we have Cimarron, and we're going to take a look at Ava. What's your question, my dear? What's possibly going to happen this week going on with my case? Okay, so so what's going on with the case that's coming up? Okay. Let's welcome Ascending Universal Butterfly. Thank you, Butterfly, for being here with us. All right, let's see what possible information here. Okay, I'm able to pick up here with your case. Okay, Ava, thank you so much for joining us. Give me one minute here, Ava. All right, Ava, let's jump into your reading and let's see what is possibly going on with this case. Okay, that's happening. That's coming up. All right, let's see. Ooh, okay. You have two cards that just popped out of the deck here. Actually, you have three. You have the one who dreams, escape, dream fantasy, fragile secret, rejection, and the one who listens, understanding, witness, compassion. All right. All right, I'm definitely getting here. There's this kind of like, this has been on your mind for a very long time. Whatever's going on here with this case, there's a lot of like wishing, hoping, desiring that everything goes in the direction that, that goes in your favor or goes in your direction for sure. Okay, so that's what you've been hoping, dreaming, and calling into your energy field. What I'm getting here with blue is that there's a part of you that there's a very big fear that, I don't know what it is. I'm getting this fear of either some sense of rejection or some sense of like, what if something doesn't go my way? What if something doesn't go my way? Even though I do feel that there's a sense here of like, there's a part of you that's like, how can it not go my way because of either document, witness, or evidence that I have shown or that I am showing? There's something about documents being super important. Witnesses, documents, evidence, receipts. That's coming through here. The one who listens is not so much about what is said. It's about what is proven, what is shown. I'm going to see what else is coming through here. It doesn't matter how you feel about something. Not that it's not important, okay? I'm not saying that it's not important. But what I am saying is what matters here is what's being shown. And there's a part of you that's like, I'm afraid. I'm afraid something is going to be either, I don't know, something about thrown out, the case thrown out, or the outcome not going your direction. Even if you feel like, you know, I have what I need, or I've been showing what I need to show. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. So I'm going to put this here so you could see what's coming through here. Actually, my guides are telling me to put it in the order. Okay. All righty. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. The one who dreams. Let me get more clarity here. The one who dreams. I'm even getting here like having even like dreams, like either daydreaming or like going to sleep and having dreams about the case, or about just like emotions coming through here in regards to this. Okay, let's see here what's coming through. All right, and we have here journey. Journey, what's behind it? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the one who dreams, again, I wouldn't be surprised if you've been dreaming, like going to sleep and literally dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming about finally closing this chapter in regards to this case. There may be even the sense here of like finally, because something here has been taking a very long time, or you feel like it's been taking a long time. I'm getting here like dates, like getting one date after another day after another day after another day, and it's been feeling like a very long journey. It's been feeling like, you know, it's just ongoing. I do feel that there is going to be some type of resolution here, but let's see what's coming through. Hold on a second. Give me more on the one who once loved. The rejection that I keep feeling here. There's it's like I'm getting more of like the fear of something than anything else. So I don't know what. Ooh, okay. Something flipped over. And you have beware who you trust. Huh. Whatever this case is about, it may be very much connected to someone that obviously either you know, or there's something here about someone not being honest or being transparent about something. Okay, beware who you trust. There could be this sense of like someone wanting to compromise. And the reason, and I'm going to tell you this because this is exactly how it's coming across. If there's a sense of somebody wanting to compromise in a way because maybe they didn't before, maybe they didn't want to compromise, or they didn't want to come to some type of agreement before, there may be something going on here in regards to someone leaning into that energy because something may not be going in the direction that they may have thought or they may have felt. Okay. There's this energy here of a wolf in sheep's clothing. So I'm getting that having to do here in regards, Ace, can you stop? Ace, shh, Ace. Sorry, my puppy is like literally chewing on that bone like crazy. But there's something here coming across as like wolf in sheep's clothing. Like someone wanting to get the upper hand of a situation, but wanting to either do some type of compromise or come into some type of agreement here, because there is this energy here that they may feel, or some type of settlement, because there's this energy here of like something may not be going my way and I want to shift this dynamic. There could be some secrets or something that's in the back burner. Okay. Because I feel someone here being afraid of that specific whatever. This could be even things from their past or some type of something super important that happened in the past or recent past coming forward and in a way tilting something more in your favor than in their favor. Okay. Beware who you trust. Beware of all of a sudden someone singing a very different tune than they did before. Okay. Because there's something here about a secret. This could be a secret paperwork, a secret document, a secret some situation from the past or recent past that they're afraid that could tilt something in a very different direction here. Maybe even a witness or some type of receipts. But someone's confidence may not be as where it was at the beginning of this whole situation. So someone's confidence is like dwindling here. Okay, let's keep going. There's something here about somebody wanting to compromise. Someone is singing a whole different tune here. And it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Be very careful, because whatever this is, double check with your attorney, with whomever is counseling you here about this, because whatever this is about, you don't want to come out losing. You don't want to come out losing in this. Okay? Remember, beware who you trust. And there's this energy here of like this person could be someone that they're very much cared about at one point in time. There could be here emotional connections. It could be romantic or not romantic. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of emotions here, and this person might try to sway your emotions. That's why this is coming across as be careful of a wolf in sheep's clothing, because whatever this is about, this person is banking or may bank on trying to shift your idea, perspective, trying to compromise, because there may have been fond emotions or some sense of admiration here. There was some type of emotional connection here from way before. And they may feel here this person might want to bank on your emotions. They want to change something here because they know that you're a good person. And if anybody would compromise, you would say yes to it, or you would allow something here to happen. So it's coming across as, and I keep hearing that, a sheep in wolf's clothing. So I wouldn't trust whatever compromise this person may want to do. I wouldn't. If I were you, I really wouldn't. Because this person may be pulling on your heartstrings that they were very much connected to with you in the past or recent past. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's see what else is coming through. She who listens. You got to listen to your heart. You got to listen to your heart, but not to the point where you are listening to or believing this wolf in sheep's clothing. There's something here about your intuition. Not so much your heart, but your intuition. Listening to your intuition based on the things that you have seen, the evidence. Okay? Based on tangible things that have happened or things that you know. Okay? All right, let's see what else is coming through here. But yeah, this person knows like either you have a good heart or you're a very compassionate person, and they're going to try to shift something here, whether it's trying to talk to you, trying to persuade you, trying to, give you a sob story. I don't know what it is, but it's coming across as that type of energy. Let's see. Let's get more information here with the one who listens. Have here joint evolution. You and others are growing together, supporting each other. Yeah, there's this energy here. I don't know what this is about. See, I'm telling you, someone here is going to try to compromise in some way, shape, or form. There's a history here between you and this person, for sure. Okay. Whether it's a family history or a romantic history, someone is trying to, once the last lap comes, there's going to be, and I said this at the top of the reading, so this is validation confirmation. Someone is going to try to compromise, and they're going to use the fact either because before either you were an item, or because you are family, or because there's this sense of admiration or love or whatever connected to this person and you. So they want to use that as some sort of leverage to shift something in a specific direction, whether it's pull on your heartstrings, whether it's to benefit themselves because you're a good person, a compassionate person, whether it's because the evidence is overwhelmingly showing what it needs to show. But there's this sense here of like, oh, let's work this out in a different way. Let's try something, before. Now all of a sudden they're not going into it with this hardcore energy, is how this is coming across. Let's see. Friendship test. Your friendship is being tested for loyalty. I mean, it can't be more clear than what I was picking up at the top of the reading. There's someone here who wants to leverage a past feeling or a romantic connection or family connection here, but there's some sense of admiration, there's some sense of friendship, and someone wants to use that to leverage this situation so that it's not so hard on them, but in reality, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is an act. Okay? So if I were you, be very, very careful on what type of quote unquote negotiation, settlement, or compromise may be in the works, talked about, thought about, or discussed. Discuss this. Because at the end of the day, this person, whatever this is about, may want to settle something with you. Like, oh, let's just do this in a different way. Let's not go down this avenue. But I feel that you have the witnesses or the concrete evidence here. You either have the evidence or you've been showing all the things that you need to show in order to solidify that this may go more in your direction than this other person's direction. Now, whether it's that they've realized this, they know this, or, I don't know if there's attorneys involved here, but someone here may, at the last lap, decide to be like, oh, well, how about if we, move in this direction with this and not in this other direction? You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting someone here banking on trying to waver something in someone else's direction. And I wouldn't be surprised here if both of you are represented by two really good attorneys. Like this person has a really good attorney and you have a really good attorney. You know what I mean? Because a tree has strong roots. When a tree has strong roots, it's, you know what I'm saying? There's the sense of like, okay, shoot, And I wouldn't be surprised if both attorneys are talking to each other before the two attorneys talk to each of you separately. You know what I mean? Because remember, behind the scenes, attorneys do talk with each other. Now, just because you have a problem with this other person and this other person has problems with you, you need to understand these attorneys don't have problems with each other. So there may be here some type of discussion being or type of talk happening behind the scenes that may come to light the closer you get to this date of this court date or the date of the court date. You might need to make a decision here about something. But let's see, let's get more clarity here. All right, let's get more information. Okay, I have two more decks for you, and then I'm going to close the reading. But that's what I'm picking up here. Very interesting. Hold on, I'm being told to take this deck over here. Ooh, interesting. Look what just popped out of the deck. Didn't I say I'm told to take this deck? Boom. Keeper of the Scales. Balance. Look at this. Yeah. You see? Keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. Someone here is either being very fair or being very objective, because you have here the keeper of the scales. Someone here feels more comfortable with either justice to happen out of their hands, meaning that they're not trying to persuade or sway anything. They're like, look, I rather justice to play the role here of what is fair. But I'm also getting here, there's someone who is being super fair out of the two people here. Someone is being more overly fair than the other one. I don't know what that may be about. But the keeper of the scales is telling me here that whatever comes out will be fair and it'll be just. But also think about yourself in this whole scheme of things. Because sometimes we may be overly fair, you know what I mean? And you might be shortchanging yourself in some way. So make sure that you're not overly, sheep in wolf's clothing, being overly bending over backwards when in reality, you don't really have to bend over that much backwards. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's making sense. Again, I don't know what this is about. You do have here the well watcher. Okay? Wisdom, the power of the divine. At the end of the day, I feel here that something is going to be super fair. Okay? One person may feel like, I just feel like one person is being overly fair. It's like being way over. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, at this point, it's to the point that if you bend over backwards, you're just going to fall into this person's, that's what they want. Do you know what I mean? That's what they want. They want like things to bend or to shift where there's an imbalance. So there's this energy here of someone wanting something to be fair, but being fair to the point that they've been like overly too fair, to be honest. Okay? And it's like, at the end of the day, fate is going to intercede, and, you know, it's just the decision is going to be what the decision is, especially here with the keepers of the scales. You know, I wouldn't, I'm telling you, I don't know what this is about. I would not compromise any more than what I need to. I would not compromise any more than what my attorney tells me that I should, so that the judge doesn't think I'm being a complete bitch or something like that. You know what? Oh, can I say that on YouTube? Oops. Okay, a complete you know what. Okay? So if I were you, just be aware of how much you are allowing the compromise to go, because there's going to be a point in time you're going to have to be like, that's it, I'm only going to go up to this far, you know, because at the end of the day there's the sense here of you having the information or the evidence in order to get a fair verdict, or a fair what you call it. The thing is that this person, the other side, may not feel it's fair for them, because they're going to have to, you know, whatever. It's going to be fair, but they're going to think it's unfair. So I wouldn't compromise more than what I need to at this point, because that's how I'm seeing it. And your wish may be coming true in regards to whatever it is that you want to tilt, you know, like you want something to be shown here, like things are going to go in your favor, but don't over compromise is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because technically a compromise is two people agreeing to something that both are not happy with. You know what I mean? But I feel that that's not the case here. I feel that one person is being more overly extending the fairness than what they need to. And that may be a tactic, obviously, right? So that the judge doesn't think, oh, this person is just being mean. But I do feel things are going to go in your favor here with the well-wisher. Wisdom, power of the divine, because you have truth on your side. And I said that at the top of the reading. There's something about witnesses, receipts, evidence, and the evidence will show that, you know, all you want is something to be just, fair, and objective. And I feel that you're going to get that. But don't be surprised here if this person's attorney comes in wanting to do another kind of compromise. And if I were you, I would kind of like, you know what? I've compromised all I'm going to compromise. I've been as fair as I can. I'm not doing more because that's just whatever. You know what I mean? And that's the energy that I'm getting here. Again, I don't know what this may be about, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. Let me I want to use this deck here because I feel fate, the universe. Listen, things are going your way. Okay, I feel like you are going to get you. I mean, you have two cards here talking about dreams, talking about the divine, um talking about like, yeah, you're thinking a lot about this. You're kind of wondering how that's going to go, but at the end of the day, the universe, creator, fate, and destiny know that you are being as nice about this as you can. Okay. Yes, you finally want this to be dead, done, and over with. You want to move away. You want to leave behind this situation. Okay. And this person may be just, again, wishing or wanting or throwing it in your direction with their attorney, or if there's attorneys here, I don't know, but kind of like wanting you to even be more like fair. And it's like, I'm getting this kind of like, no, whatever stands is what it is. And there shouldn't be more bending here at this point. At this point, the whatever chips fall where they may, it's going to be at the end of the day based on the judge or the jury, whatever. If it's a judge or jury, I don't know what this is about, but it's going to be in the hands of justice. It's not going to be in your hands or in this other person's hands. It's going to be in the hands of justice. And that's going to really, because I'm getting two things here. I'm getting the scales of justice, but I'm also getting the justice in the divine way, in karma, like divine justice from the universe. So I'm getting the 3D realm, like the judge or the jury coming up with a fair situation, but I'm also getting that the judge may tip, like things may go more in your direction, because there's also this energy here of like the universe giving you a hand, because the universe has seen you go through a lot, especially with well watcher. So there may have been a lot of tears connected to whatever this is. And it's like you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring for something to finally settle so that you can start having a brand new, like you can physically, emotionally, energetically leave something behind with journey. Okay. So with the well watcher here, let's see what other message I'm getting. Okay, so Cimarron, you are, okay, that just flipped over. Oh, wow. Listen. It says, watch your steps. I said this already. This is the same thing I said a little while ago. It's coming up again. Okay, So if I were you, I would listen again, because I told you about this wolf in sheep's clothing. I told you. It's coming up again. Listen carefully. It says this situation requires more specific and detailed plan before carrying out, as there might be some unexpected occurrences. Be careful so you will be able to complete it after all. I'm telling you. There's something last minute that someone is going to want to, oh, let's negotiate, let's compromise. What do you think about this? Have you really thought about that? I'm telling you. And I said that at the top of the reading here with the wolf. I said, there is someone here, beware who you trust. There's someone here, a wolf in sheep's clothing, wanting to squeeze out more of something here to negotiate something that literally it's because they know or they feel or they've been counseled that things may not go in their direction. And there's this energy here that I keep getting where it's like, no, I've compromised enough. And there you go. Validation, confirmation. All right, let's get one more. Let's get one more here. And then you're going to get the okay, let's see what else is coming through. So the keeper of the scales, I'm telling you, it's like this energy here. It's like, no, leave it in the hands of either the jury or leave it in the hands of the judge. Because that's going to be the defining, you know what I mean? That's going to really say what is what. You know what I mean? So there you go. All right, give me more here in regards to the scale. So this one was for this one. The keeper of the scales, give me more. All right, Cimarron, you are up next. I have this one and then the next card, and then we're done for the reading. But Ava, I hope these messages have been insightful here. Okay, we have here cleansing. Cleanse your mind and spirit, remove any negative energy. Listen carefully. When you walk into this, or even now, okay, I know you're doing a lot of thinking, and I said that at the top of the reading here. You're doing a lot of thinking. Whatever it is that you're thinking, think in the positive. Don't think in the negative. Think, I'm going to win. It's going to be in the hands of the judge, as well as in the hands of fate and of the divine, and things are going to go like they're meant to go. You know what I mean? So it's super important for you not to be afraid or scared about anything here. Just allow yourself to be kind of free, okay? And again, cleanse your mind and spirit. Remove any negative energy or any negative thoughts. At the end of the day, abundance will prevail, okay? Abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. So the outer effort, all the things that you've presented with your attorney, all the evidence, all the things that you need to do in order to show what you needed to show for your side. And here with the inner fulfillment, okay, abundance comes from inner fulfillment. So it's about you being very much connected to positive energy and an optimistic outcome. Okay. So whatever comes out, it's because that is the best, most fairest ruling to this situation, circumstance, or event. Okay. So think about positivity and be very optimistic. Don't have an expected outcome in your mind, but just be open to whatever comes through, whatever shows itself to be in a decision. It will be because this is what's the fairest, most balanced energy in regards to this specific case. And there's also the power of the divine helping you along the way and destiny as well. So this is gonna, it feels like it's going to be something that it's like you're going to feel like, okay, finally, this journey is dead, done, and over with. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your last and final card. And up next, we have Cimarron. Cimarron, you are up next. Let's see here, Ava. Ava, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Ooh, let's see what flipped over here. You have let go. Look at that. And you have key here. Okay, so let's take a look at those two. All right, so you have here let go. Exactly what I just talked about 2 seconds ago. Okay, with cleansing. Cleanse your mind and your spirit. Remove any pessimistic energy, any pessimistic thoughts. Okay. Do that nighttime affirmation that I have in the energy healing and affirmation section. Okay. Playlist. Let go. You're clinging to old hurts and grievances. They're eroding your happiness. Let them go, or you'll never truly live the moment. Release the shadows in your heart and in your mind. So your heart and your mind has a lot that is holding on to. You got to let it go. Embrace freedom and lightness. Okay, so that's one. Last and final says here, you may have had a recent conflict. Obviously, that's exactly what this is talking about. And this key symbolizes the chance to heal that relationship or situation, circumstance, event, or environment. The universe reminds you that extending the olive branch is the first step to unlocking reconciliation and understanding. Now, what is one way that you can let go and free yourself from residual pain, heartbreak, and whatever it is that you've been feeling, experiencing throughout this whole entire case? You need to work on your heart chakra, 639 hertz solfeggio frequency, and you need to do the Hopa Opa Nopa chant, releasing and energetically forgiving everything and everyone having to do with this. So you're not holding on to resentment, to jaded energy, to hurt, to lower vibrational energy. This is the reason why you have cleanse. Okay? Cleanse says cleanse your mind and spirit. How do you do that? You do the Hopa Opa Nopa chant. Okay? Recite that. And also allow yourself to, whether it's at the top of the day or the end of the day, listen to the heart chakra solfeggio frequency of 639 hertz of cleansing, mending, fixing, healing your heart so that you're not carrying this residual energy into your next chapter, so that you can finally say goodbye to the past and only look forward. Because this person right here is not looking forward. This person here is still looking to the past. This is my left hand. This person is looking at the past or recent past, but trying to move forward. You can't move forward by looking backwards. You got to move forward by looking forward. So this is talking about whatever mental, emotional hurt and pain have been caused by this whole scenario. It is your responsibility to let go of that harbored energy, whether it's the breaking of your fragile heart, whether it's the rejection, the lack of transparency, the backstabbing, the whatever this is something that you are being called to take a look at so that you can cut the cord of this once and for all. Because this person here in this card, and I'm going to turn it around so you could see it, but this person is looking towards my left-hand side. This person is still attached to emotions, memories, feelings, conversations, things that happened in the past or recent past connected to this case. And the more that you continue to look back, and keep, juggling and carrying with you that emotional baggage or that mental baggage, the more it's going to be difficult for you to move in a new direction and see the clarity and the illumination of what the future may bring for you. Okay? So that's what this reading is telling you. Okay? You have two options. You could keep looking at the past. You're not going to be able to go and move further. Or you can choose to energetically release all of this, cleanse your energy, cleanse your mind, your spirit, your mind, the memories, your heart, and your energy field by being optimistic, so that this person who wants to move forward can and does so without looking at the past. Okay? So hopefully that has given you some type of clarity. Thank you so much, Ava, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I hope this message or these messages have given you some sense of clarity. And again, don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Cimarron. But before we jump into Cimarron's reading, intuitive friends, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box below. For those of you who are joining for the first time, this is not a free reading. This is a $10 or $9.99 reading. Okay, so it's not a free reading. It is a super chat live. So if you are interested in spilling the tea in something that you have, want more clarity on for entertainment purposes only, then feel free to do a $10 super chat or a $9.99 super chat. Either way is fine with me, as long as your currency is aligned with $10 in USD. Okay? That being said, intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll take a look at my phone in a minute. I just want to put all this back in its place. But I hope that was insightful here for you. Ava, and let me know. I wish you the very best in whatever this is. Okay, whatever this is about, I feel like things are going to really lean in the favor of justice. Justice is going to be served here. So no worries about that. Just, again, do the homework. Your homework is making sure that you are cleansing, releasing, letting go of the energy here, the harbored emotions, the tears, the heartbreak, the residual emotional, as well as mental baggage that you may be carrying still connected to the situation, circumstance, or event. Okay, my dear? So I wish you the very best. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with your friends, family, and loved ones. All right, up next is going to be Cimarron, and then I'll see if there's anyone else here so that I can continue to do the $10 reading here for those of you who are interested. Again, no follow-up questions. I'm going to give you as much detail as comes through on my end. There's no gatekeeping here. All right, that being said, intuitive friends, let's see who's here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Shatira. Hello, Shatira. Welcome. All right, let me see. Let me just read this very quickly. Hold on. Where does it start? Okay. Ava Rowe, you spot on. Yep. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, spot on the exactly how I'm feeling. Oh wow. So he will compromise. There's like I was saying, I don't know if this person is gonna compromise, but there is this kind of like shifting of energy here. Someone maybe even wanting you to compromise more than probably what you have already, because that's how it came through. It says, because he's been giving me a hard time, and yep, you said it. He's a wolf in sheep's. Oh wow. Hell no, we ain't working nothing because he made a big mess with the situation. Okay, I'm telling you, if it comes down to like him wanting to kind of agree on something, it's because he knows he's losing, or he knows that he's the judge is gonna might go hard on him. I want the judge to decide. Good move. I would also, if I got that reading, I would do the same thing. Yeah, no, I'm not believing anything he has to say. Good. Yeah, we both have attorneys. Yeah, my attorney is a female and he has a male, but I'm being as fair as I could be. Very interesting that you said that, because that card of justice, that was like a female energy. Is the judge a female or a male? I'm interested because that card, it looks androgynous, but it was giving me feminine, divine feminine energy. It says, yes, exactly. That's what I said. I'm not bending. Good. It's me. I'm not bending. Good. Yes. Choose more than fair. Yep. No, the thing is, yes, I think that, yeah, it's better if the judge makes a decision, for sure. For sure. Nope, the best thing is the judge to make the decision. Yep, he made this big mess and now he wants to back down. You see, that's what I was getting. It's like now it's like gonna come to this energy where it's like, well, how about if we, no, guess what? Too late. You dropped a rose. Thank you. You're amazing. Like always, you're always spot on. Oh, thank you so much, Ava. Thank you. Thank you. Shatira, welcome, my dear. Shatira, you're going to go after Cimarron, okay? Cimarron's question here is, what is coming in my career? Looking for a job for about 6 months. All right, so let's see what's coming through here career-wise. All right, what's going on here with Cimarron's career? Career energy here. Cimarron, just a reminder here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see here what's coming through for you. What's going on here in regards to your career? Okay. You've been looking for a job for the past 6 months. Let's see what's coming through here for you. All right, Cimarron, let's see what's going on. And you have here the one who is wild, untamed, wild, mysterious. And you have the one who questions, curiosity, destiny, and search. All right. All right. First and foremost, I'm getting here, Cimarron. And so I'm getting this energy here. There's a lot on your mind in connection to career and career or finances here. Okay. There's a part of you who has a lot of questions, but I'm getting here a lot having to do with like your mind. All right. There's this energy here of like being a bit confused or not being able to see something clearly in regards to this topic about career. So this could be one or two things here. This could be you don't know what you may want to do next in regards to your career. There may be this energy of like you're like desperate, not desperate in like, how can I explain this energy here? Like you're coming to a point where it's like you're really stressing out. Like there's a sense of like stressing out, and the stressing out is really creating the sense of like chaotic energy in your mind. You're like, oh my gosh, it's been 6 months. What if I don't get a job? What if I don't, you know, what if this isn't going to move in a different direction? What if I stay unemployed even longer? Okay. So that's what I feel. I feel there's a lot of questions in your mind. And again, you have the one who questions, curiosity, destiny, search. What I'm also getting here with this Cimarron is there's this energy of like, very important to explain this to you. And I know it's like, I know it's easier said than done. Okay. But I need you to listen to the following. Whatever it is that your mind is thinking about, that's the energy that you're bringing in to your energy field. And I know it sounds like, oh my gosh, but it's true. The more you think that you are stuck in a situation and that there's no way out, or that something is taking too long, the more it's going to take. There's this energy here. And of course, this is just the start of the reading. So I'm going to go deeper here. But especially now, because remember, right now we're in Mercury retrograde. So there's a lot a lot that's going on behind the scenes energetically. Okay. So I don't feel something is going to move right now, but it will it's coming, it's going to start moving, but not right now at this moment in time. We're kind of in the stuck energy of Mercury retrograde. Now, the one I do feel there's this sense of like a lot on your mind, and that creating a little bit of shift here in regards to being able, or you being able to see something clearly. Okay, it's because I'm getting like a lot of jumbled energy in your crown chakra, not only in your crown chakra, but also this sense of like you questioning something, you like needing more clarity on something. Now, I don't know if this something is connected to your actual career or your desire and passion about your career, or if there's something here connected. I don't know if you were fired. I don't know if you were let go. I don't know if you're unemployed because you left the job or you were let go. But whatever this is, there's a lot of questions here in regards to what may be happening next. Exactly what you just said in your question. What I'm also getting here is this the sense of like searching or researching for answers, or searching or researching for places where either you're going to get more clarity or something to kind of blossom and open up here. I am getting this, and listen to this carefully. There's something about you needing to take a look in regards to your own skills and talent. You may be kind of stressed out about certain things, but I'm getting here that you need to take a look at your resume. You need to take a look at your skills and talent. And I'm getting here something about refreshing. Okay. There's something here about refreshing. So I don't know if you are in a job or you lost your job. Let me see. What was the question here that you, hold on a second. What's coming in my career? Looking for a job for 6 months. So it says I'm trying to question on the responsibilities of the role because they hit a lot when it comes. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I got it. So it's not you're okay, no wonder. This is why I keep getting. There's something here about that triggering a lot, having to be on your mind. But listen to this, okay? Because I need you to listen to this part. Whatever this is about, I'm getting here that is super important for you to take a look at your resume again. There are skills, talents, and abilities that you have on your resume that are very, very important. You might want to give your resume a fresh look, or take a look at what ATS words or phrases will allow other companies to, once they get your resume, to for that computer system to pick up your resume and bring you in for an interview. Okay. Why am I talking about ATS? ATS is a computer system that is working with recruitment. So all companies have what used to be done by hand, well, actually, people literally reading interviews. Now a computer system does it. Okay. AI, welcome to the 21st century. So you no longer have this kind of people looking physically at resumes. So it's super important that you take a look at your resume again and update it, refresh it, Make sure that what is being highlighted in your resume are your skills, your talent, and your abilities that may either need a refresher, they may need highlight. Okay, you may want to work on that. How can you update your resume and make it more ATS driven so that when you apply to different companies, there's more of a chance for your resume to be taken and then move to the interview process. So if your resume is outdated or if your resume doesn't have the specific language or phrases or words that pop out on it, then the system will automatically pass you by and will go to another resume. So it's not so much about the people or the companies, it's how the companies are selecting people to come into interviews. And that has a lot to do with ATS driven resumes. So you may want to take a look at that so that you can give it a fresh kind of bring something to life, and that is your skills, your abilities, or your skills, abilities, or your unique qualities. Because there's something about highlighting that, and I'm getting that here with the flowers. Like, you have experience, you have what it takes. You either have experience or you have seasoned abilities or skills, and it's like you're not being looked at in regards to that. It's like you're being skipped is how this is giving me this energy. And it's because it's super important for you to highlight the qualities connected here to your skill set. Okay, let me grab another deck here. So you got to take a look at that resume and you got to give it a new life. Okay, whether it's you Google some strategies, Google some ATS driven resumes so you could take a look at what you need to do. But there is this something about you focusing on, and not only focusing, but like bringing, highlighting those skills and abilities. Because there's something here about something that's not being seen the way it needs to be seen. Okay, let's see here. What else? And then you're like stressing out about it. Yeah, you've been asking, wishing, and hoping for something to shift in a specific energy. A lot of this has to do with how you're seeing something and how you're viewing something. So your energy, that's one factor that I'm getting here. Give me more. Hold on a second. Give me the shadow here. What shadow here is connected to the untamed, wild, or mysterious? The one who is wild, or the mind. I feel that it's really difficult for you to get your mind settled on something. It's like your energy is all over the place mentally. Beyond your ability, done to death, not viable. Yeah, there's something here that you feel is not working. And you're right. Something here is not working. And what may not be working here for you is the manner in which something is being presented, your skills, your abilities. You need to refresh your resume. Something here is like outdated. I'm telling you, it's coming across as something here is outdated, and there needs to be a different way that you are presenting those skills, that experience, or that ability to your next job opportunity. Give me the light side of this reading here with the one who questions, curiosity, destiny, and search. Give me more. Give me the light side of this card. Embrace new opportunities. A fresh day begins. Okay. You have here, yes, embrace new opportunities, a fresh day begins. Again, I feel that your resume needs a refresher. If you don't know about ATS driven resumes, then you need to get on that Google search and learn all you need to learn about that, because that is how companies are hiring nowadays for their jobs. Okay? Ooh, what is going on, Ace? That is how companies are hiring for their jobs nowadays. Okay, so you might need to learn the new strategies on how to ensure that. Give me 1 second. Oh, where's that? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. You need to go back to basics here when it comes to that. Okay. If you don't know about what I'm talking about, then you need to learn more about that, because that's how companies are now hiring for their companies. So there could be here something very much connected to that. Okay. All right. Let's get more clarity here in regards to this. Shatira, you are up next. Cimarron, I'm going to take 3 more decks here for you, and then we're going to close this reading. Okay, my dear? Yeah. Something needs refreshing here. Cimarron here in regards to job and, excuse me, hold on 1 second. When my phone freezes, I'm not sure if you guys can. I'm even getting here, Cimarron, that there's something here in regards to maybe you even moving in a whole complete different kind of like in a whole different career, or in a whole different niche. Okay. If it is a different niche, there's something here about you needing to go back to school or get more education or more experience if it's something new. Because this embrace new opportunity could be a complete and total shift. It may be even a career change, to be quite honest. Because all this black here, it's like something may be dead, done, and over with. You know what I mean? It's like there's the mourning as in, like the sadness of the ending of something and the beginning of something new. Now, listen carefully. There's something about your current abilities and experience and skill set that could be used for a new niche or a new career. Okay? So you taking your seasoned experience and merging it into something completely different. Okay? And that may seem like it's far, like there's something about this where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to even start. I don't even know how to begin. But this is talking about getting down to the research and asking the important questions in regards to whatever niche or whatever area, especially if you're going into something new that you've never done. If there is a career change here, this is talking about you needing to research, you needing to ask the right questions, getting the right information so that you can figure out how you can merge these abilities or this experience that you have in something new, or give it a new life on your resume. Okay? Because it goes back to your resume. I keep getting like, I don't know if this is a change of direction, a change of career, a change of like, you're now more in alignment with your life purpose, with your soul purpose. But there could be a whole new spin on something here. But it's going to require you to not only ask the right questions, But those questions and that sense of curiosity of either what this new niche or new direction or new career or new soul purpose or new life purpose is, you have to research. You have to do the homework part of it, because it's one of those things where you need information, okay? And seasoned information in order for you to be able to really see the way. Because there's a part of you here, it's like you're not seeing something. You can't figure something out here on your own. Okay? You're trying, but it's hard. You're hoping, wishing, and desiring. You're praying, you're calling into this energy, like, please, I need help in this. But something isn't moving. See? Beyond your ability. It's like you've done all that you can, but this is saying there's more to be done. And the more has a lot to do with you, again, your sense of curiosity and really finding out what it is that your soul and your life purpose is, so that you can move in the direction of that destiny. So again, this could be a new career, it could be a new niche, it could be a new direction. But a lot of this, you hold the power, because it's through knowledge that you're going to be able to embark on something. It's by you looking at your resume, by you updating it, by you maybe going, taking a course, getting a license, getting a certificate, whatever this is. But there's more that needs to be highlighted here in order for something to move in a new direction. Let's see what's coming out here for you. And you have spiritual teacher, energy healing, and environmentalist. Okay, so spiritual teacher here says you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Okay, so maybe there's a part of you that's leaning into your spirituality in order to gain access or gain some type of knowledge or insight about what this new move may be. If that's the case, continue to move in that direction, because this is what's coming through here in this energy here, the well watcher. I said it at the top of the reading, where this says the power of the divine. It's like you're wishing, hoping, and desiring and calling into your energy field some type of clarity. So, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. The second thing that you're getting here is energy healing. Now, it says your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Now, energy healing here could be in different ways. This may be a whole different niche you may be interested in. Okay? I don't know what that is, but you need to really say to yourself, what is it that if I could do anything career-wise, what is it that I really feel guided to move towards? I wouldn't be surprised if it's something in the kind of like spirituality or in the area of like your soul purpose more now. Okay, maybe this big shift has happened so that you could become aware of what you truly really want to do in this lifetime, maybe on a soul level, or maybe in life, your life purpose. Okay, so something here, there's this energy here of like, maybe this happened to get you out of something that you felt that really was no longer your passion or no longer your calling. Environmentalist, you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. There's something here that you have a very deep soul purpose towards, whether that's teaching, whether it's the esoteric arts, whether it's animals, whether it's the environment, whether it's the ecosystem. You really need to figure out and get in touch with what your soul purpose or life purpose is, because only you can answer this question. This is telling you there's something more here that needs to be discovered, but you need to figure out what that is. Okay? So let's see what else is coming through for you here. Okay, I have 2 more decks, and then I'm going to give you your final card here. Okay, you gotta do the work in regards to really figuring out what is calling your awareness. You might need to go back to school. You might need to talk to people in different fields in regards to whatever this may be. But there's something about knowledge and maybe refreshing your knowledge in something and then highlighting your skills, ability, and knowledge on your resume, because it might be something completely different in a whole different direction than what you were expecting. And maybe that's why this change occurred. Maybe that's why this change came about, so that you could get out of your comfort zone and into something that's more in alignment in this lifetime for you. All right, you have here no more complaining. I'm not saying that you're complaining, but guess what? This is saying here no more complaining. It seems like you're using a lot of your time and energy talking about what isn't happening, and now is the time that you need to connect with people and do your homework. You got to do your homework. It says no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your creator given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedoms. Like I said, you can shift this into whatever it is that you want to shift. It's up to you what you want to do with this. But you got to sit down and figure out what is calling your heart's desire. What is calling your soul purpose? What is calling you in regards to your life purpose? It may be very different than what you used to do in the past or recent past. If that's the case, then what is it that you really want to do? And once you find that out, then you need to talk to people in that area or in that niche so that you can do the search or research. And if you need to take classes or do a certificate or do some type of validation here to show that you're putting in the work or whatever, then that's what needs to happen, because this fresh day begins. This embrace new opportunity begins with your sense of curiosity and your sense of searching or researching what destiny may have in store for you. So it may be very different than what you're used to. It says, take back your creator given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedoms. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. I talked about this blossoming at the top of the reading with those flowers. I said, you have a certain skill or ability, okay? You have a natural skill or ability, whether it's on your resume or something that you just have a really good knack, you have a really good kind of like intuitive connection towards. You need to explore what that is, because that's where the key to this unlocking of your potential may lead. You have untapped potential here. You need to unlock it. Okay. All right, we're going to do this one, and then we're going to do one final card for you, okay? Cimarron, I hope these messages have been insightful. Let's take a look at your next card here. What else is coming through for you? Up next, we have Shatira. Shatira is up next. Fierce Wolf, intelligence. You have the intelligence. You have natural instincts, ability, or skill set. Like I said, you have intelligence, instinct, and protection. Fierce hunter and protector. Be the guardian and guide of my journey. Okay. There's something within you that you know that needs to shift and change. And now is the time to do the homework. That means you need to figure out, where is your heart's desire pulling you towards? What is it that you've always wanted to do but haven't had a chance to do? What is it that's calling your heart's desire? What is calling your soul's desire? What's calling you in regards to your life purpose? Talk to people that are connected to that niche to that career or to that direction. Once you get the information, what do I need to do in order to do what you're doing, whoever that person may be or whatever career this may be about? Okay, you need to do that. Okay, once you know that, then say to yourself, well, how am I going to get there? What are the steps? So taking the baby steps, and as I say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So if you're really ready to embark on something new, this is talking about getting your ducks in a row. Okay. Last but not least, let's take a look at your last and final card. Up next, we have Shatira. Shatira, you are up next. All right. Let's see what's coming through for you. Last and final card here for you, Cimarron. And you have, okay. Give yourself time to heal. The feeling of burnt out leaves are being drained. Just one more little thing is too much for you right now. Rest and take a few moments off from the chaos to restore your energy. Remember, I said that at the top of the reading. I said that I'm getting like you feel a lot of overwhelming thoughts, things happening in your head. Maybe you even feeling certain emotions, and you feel like there's this chaotic energy around you. This is talking about, again, that energy that I felt at the top of the reading. Okay. That being said, Cimarron, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much, Cimarron. Up next, by the way, let's give Butterfly a big thank you for the messages, volunteering here on the chat. Butterfly, thank you so much. Let's leave those messages there. Let's not add any more to the list, to the chat list. But thank you so much. As you see here, Ascending Universal Butterfly has placed a lot of the things that I usually talk about here on the channel. Ho'oponopono chant, the 7 chakras, the singing bowls. Thank you so much, Ascending Butterfly, for adding that. Also, my energy healing and daily affirmations playlist. Okay, my clients' testimonials, my credentials, all my services are there in blue. If you see it, actually, Ascending Universal Butterfly is in blue, but everything else isn't. But yeah, so Ascending Butterfly, let's not add anything else on that chat just so that everyone can see that. Thank you so much. Yeah, everything is beautifully listed there, Intuitive Friends. So take a look at that. And thank you so much, Butterfly, for that. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. So Cimarron, yeah, you wrote overthinking happening a lot. So now is the time to get yourself out of the overthinking and into the actual research and the doing and the putting in the work and finding out more about whatever this may be talking about. Okay. The time has come, my dear, where you need to really connect with people to find out what you're going to do next. Okay. This is all going to be on you. You have to figure out where your heart's desire is calling you towards. Okay, my dear? That's going to give you a lot of clarity. Get out of your head and connect here with that next step for yourself. Okay. All right. Intuitive friends, thank you so much. Up next, we have Shatira. But before I jump to Shatira's reading, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below, as well as in the chat. That being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your March readings. They are a pick a card. So if you're interested in getting that information, just take a look at the monthly playlist. Remember, all of the signs have pick a cards. So let your intuition be your guide this month. and allow yourself to connect to the group or groups that may be calling your energy. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the 2026 quarterly forecast reading. It's in the bonus messages playlist. Take a look at that. All that is there. It gives you a whole entire overview for 2026, okay? And last but not least, don't forget to take a look at the 2026 astrological new year pick a card as well. All right? So lots there for you to see and to take a look at. If you haven't had an opportunity to see me on my free 5-minute mini readings, and if you can't participate or are unable to participate in the $10 super chat, then feel free to take a look at my content, which there you have more than enough information and topics there to take a look at. Okay. That being said, let's see who's up next. Oh, hello, Ed. Oh, hello, Ed. Welcome. Okay, so Ed, thank you for the question, but you need to take a look at the examples that I have, okay? Because I don't know what this is about or what is about. So take a look at the examples and reword that, okay, my love? Shatira, welcome. Welcome, Shatira. Shatira, did you write the question? Ooh, Shatira, what could possibly be happening with anything? Okay, so let's just see what's going on in general. All right, let's take a look at that. Shatira, welcome. Thank you so much, Shatira. Let's see here what could be possibly unfolding and anything that is coming through right now for you. All right, Shatira, thank you so much for being here. Let's give you this reading here. What's going on with anything that you need to know about at this moment in time? Let's see what's going on. Okay. Now, just as a reminder here, Shatira, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay. The information here is for entertainment purposes only. And let's see here what's going on. Ooh, there's a lot. Okay. So you have the one who hopes, and then you have these two cards that came out together. Okay. And they both flipped over at the same time. So first and foremost, the one who hopes, love, hopes, and relationships. There may be a part of you here, Shatira, that you're like, okay, I want to know anything that is coming up, like what's going on with anything and everything. One of the things that you may be, thinking about, worried about, maybe in the back of your mind, could be love, could be romantic love or non-romantic love. It could be relationships, okay, connections here, friends, family, loved ones. This could be in any area, okay, of your life. Love is here. Love could be romantic or non-romantic. There's a sense of wanting the hope of a connection, whether it's romantic connection or non-romantic connection, okay? I do feel that this is more romantic than anything else, so I'm going to call it as the energy that I'm picking up. So I'm getting the sense of like, how many frogs do I need? Have I kissed already? Okay, so that I can have my special person here. Like, what else do I need to do? Okay, so it's like there's the sense here of like, I'm losing hope. I've done it all. What else do I need to do? You also have here the one who knows, Yelena, wisdom, clarity, resolution. Okay. And you also have the one who thrives. Whatever situation, circumstance, or event is going to flourish for you. There's more. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. There's something that, especially if it's in love, and for whatever reason, I'm getting that that's more of the kind of avenue where we're going here. Although there may be a lot of things that you're thinking about, but love may be at the forefront. Things are not moving as quickly now as you would like in regards to love, because there's more clarity and wisdom to things that maybe in the past or recent past you would have jumped into a lot more quickly, Whereas now, as they say in hindsight 2020, you've seen that certain ways or things that you may have said, or people or personalities that you may have said yes to in the past or recent past, you are now being more cautious. You are now being not cautious in a negative way, but cautious in a way of like, I've been there, done that. And so, because there's a sense of clarity, knowing what you want, okay, the personality, the type of person that you want in regards to them and their own life. So you have certain standards that you have in the back of your mind. There's a certain knowledge that you have in your mind, like, I know what I am looking for. I know the type of person I want to connect with. I know exactly that when I selected a person that was like this, and this, and when I didn't take a look at this, and this red flag, I know that I got myself into this, and this situation. And so in hindsight 2020, now you're at a point in your life where, like, I've been there, done that. I have the wisdom because of the experience that I've gone through. I have the clarity. I know what I want for myself. So I know what healthy love looks like, or I know what a healthy relationship means. Okay. I can see red flags from a mile away. And I know exactly how I want my love life to look like, or my relationships to look like, or my life in general to look like. All right. And because there's this sense of experience, wisdom, clarity, illumination, and kind of like that been there, done that experience. Okay. This is telling you, don't lose hope of that. Okay. Don't lose hope. Because there are times where it's like, man, I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay, how many more frogs do I need to kiss in order for, my love life to finally, move, right? Or things to move along the way. You are a person who thrives. Things are going to flourish. Things are going to prosper. Things are going to bloom. I'm getting here the number 3. So there could have been 3 very significant relationships in the past or recent past, or 2 very significant relationships in the past or recent past for you, Shatira, that were very memorable, or that gave you the clarity, the wisdom of the resolution. There could have been 2 or 3. I'm getting here that the third one, or whether it was 2 important ones and now it's going to be 3, but I'm getting like the last chapter is coming up for you. Okay. So of course we're going to give you more clarity on that. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Let's jump into, where's that other deck? I just had it in my hand. Oh, here it is. Let's get more clarity for the one who hopes. You have here the sun dancers, joyful activities, celebration of life, abundance. You have the number 32. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 5 is very much connected to May. May is Taurus or Gemini energy. There could be something coming up here between 3 to 5 months. Okay. 3 because of the butterflies here, and 5 because of the number 32 here, which again, you have a butterfly, what is looking like butterfly wings. So there is this sense here between 3 to 5 months, something could be moving here. Now, super important here, Shatira, if this is very much connected to love, if this is resonating in regards to love, which that's the energy that I'm picking up here, this is talking about is super important for you to do things out of your comfort zone. Okay. I'm not talking about something crazy. I'm talking about going out, having fun. Okay. Going to speed dating events, connecting with people, hanging out with others. It's you having fun. You know that they say, and it's funny because this is like the energy that I'm picking up, where you know how sometimes like when people are like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on me. I'm just going to focus on having fun. I'm no longer going to be worried about, am I going to meet someone? Am I going to connect with someone? I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to live life and I'm just going to see what comes, what happens. Like there's this kind of like joie de vivre type of energy where you literally let go of any expectations or any expected outcomes and just enjoy life, whether it's connecting with people, going to single events, connecting with friends, a group of people that say, hey, let's go hang out. You're like, yeah, let's go, let's hang out, let's have fun. Okay. But there's this more of an optimistic energy surrounding the whole idea and concept of love or of just connecting and interconnecting with other people. So the sun dancer, this could be at events, this could be food festivals, this could be in community, a like-minded community. Like let's say you go to I don't know, to whatever, something that you're interested in, and you meet people through certain activities. Okay, so this is coming across just having fun. That's going to be super important. That lessens this energy of it has to be a certain way or a certain outcome of something. Okay, so that could be like if your friends invite you, oh, let's go here, let's do this, let's do that. You're like, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's being more open to the opportunities, and you even maybe here looking at opportunities, food festival, concerts, things connected to I'm getting here things connected to your passion, maybe even things having to do with kind of speed dating. That type of energy is just like enjoying life, and that giving you the kind of like meeting more people. And like I always say, just because you meet one person and that person may not be the person, whatever, you don't know if that person has a son, has a cousin, has a sibling. You don't know if that person has other people, okay, that could connect you to other people here in regards to that. So that's what I'm getting here. Okay. I always say, hey, if it's not that person, it could be their brother or their cousin. You just never know. You never know. You never know how you meet people, or their friend, you just never know. All right, let's see what else is coming through here for you. Look at that. The person holding the coin. There may be an opportunity. Yeah, I knew it. Yes. Okay, there may be an opportunity coming up, maybe in your, I don't want to say job, but in the place or the area that you work in. Okay, Shatira, there may be an opportunity to meet someone, or like I said, if it's not that person, it could be that person's friend, it could be that person's cousin, it could be that person's sibling, it could be that person's whatever. There could be a possibility of you meeting someone either on your way to work, on your way from work to your home. This could be an opportunity of meeting someone at your job. It might not be someone like a coworker, although there could be a possibility here for that. So this person could be either a coworker, it could be someone in a different position at work, a different role at work. It could be on your way to work, it could be on your way home. It could be around the community that you work in, meaning the space, the area. Okay. So let's say every day you go out to have lunch and you go to this specific place And at that place, you meet someone who also works in the same community, neighborhood, or vicinity. Okay. There could be some possibilities here opening up in regards to that. Again, I'm getting 3 to 5 months. There may be a shift or a change. There's going to be this energy here of being intuitively connected to this person, or something is going to call you towards this. Either they're going to be called to you or you're going to be called to them. There's this kind of energy that I'm getting here intuitively with one another. I do feel that you're going to know who this person may be or what this opportunity may be about. Now, if there has been an opportunity in the past or recent past where this scenario already may have happened and you missed the opportunity, there's this energy about, or there's this kind of energy coming in talking about that there may be another opportunity, but you got to take that opportunity, is how this is coming across. Okay. As like sitting and waiting for it, that's not how it's going to come. There's something about being very active or proactive and just enjoying life and being out there and not being afraid to like talk to people, say hello. I did that this week as I was on the train. And sure enough, I struck a conversation with someone. I should have asked his number, but I didn't. But anyway, that's besides the point. Very good looking man. But again, just not being afraid to go ahead and, kind of, it wasn't enough time. I think I should have started talking to him like several stops beforehand instead of waiting last minute. Because then I was like, damn, I got to get off. And he got off at the same stop too. But anyway, but that's just giving you an example here, right? So that's giving you an example here of that type of energy where there is a possible opportunity here opening up in that way, shape, or form. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through, which is interesting because this is all coming across as like love, but we'll see. It's like I'm getting here, like by doing something out of the by having fun, by going out there, getting out of your comfort zone, and just letting the chips fall where there may be an opportunity that you didn't see coming that may be blossoming here, maybe even starting off as friends. I wouldn't be surprised if this person, give me a second, because it could be anyone, but it could be air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting air, and I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I'm getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What I'm not getting is water sign, which is interesting. Because I did mention, I said Taurus, Gemini season is coming up. Very interesting. All right, that may be 3 to 5 months. There's a lot happening. Well, let's see. Where are we? We're in March, April, May, June. June is the summer. Okay, June, July, August. Yeah, so you get between like now and August. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Regret, and you have maturity. There's something here. Look at that. I'm telling you, there's something here coming up. All right, listen carefully. There may be something here in regards to the one who hopes, okay? There may be some situation, circumstance, events from the past or recent past that at times you feel like, oh, every time you see other people in connections, or you hear about weddings or someone having children, or, certain milestones that are connected to love, there may be a little bit of this kind of like, yeah, but I'm alone. Again, remember that I said that you have developed a maturity to now know the things that you want and the things you've needed to let go. Okay? There may be a potential spark. Like I said, this spark may be chemistry. It may be ignited passion. It may be someone with the same mindset. Like I said, community of people that are in your same, either industry, same likes, okay? The community around, maybe the people that you work with, maybe, again, if it's not that person, it could be their cousin, their brother, their sister, whatever, okay? So there's this kind of like connection here in that way, shape, or form. Let me get the glow here, or the light side of this reading in regards to this energy that I'm picking up here. Woo! Ooh! 2 came out. All right, let's see what's coming through here for you. We're looking at yes. Okay, so yes says peaceful outcomes and relaxation aids decision. Remember that I said something may come when you least expect it. When you are in this joie de vivre type of energy where you're not expecting anything, you're not thinking anything, you're not thinking about anything in the negative, you're not connected to any heartbreak, situation, circumstance, or regrets from the past or recent past. You're in this energy of just, hey, whatever life has in store, I'm open for this beautiful divine energy to unfold here. And that's the energy that I'm getting in regards to the Shatira. So there is a sense of peaceful. Remember that I said you're not going to be holding on to a specific mindset or a specific outcome. You're going to be more open, more like, let's see what happens, doing the night, what is it, the nighttime affirmation regarding like your divine counterpart. I have it in the energy healing and affirmations playlist, you saying that before you go to bed or before you walk out, the door, before you go to work or before you go hang out. Okay, there's this energy here of you just connecting with that and having a very peaceful kind of like, let's see where the cookie crumbles. There's no expectations. Look at this. You have yes. Follow the guidance. It leads you to truth. Didn't I just say a little while ago, especially with the black cat, there's this energy here of your intuition guiding you to either this person or this opportunity that may be coming up. Now, again, if there is someone that you are interested in already, okay, if there is someone that you've got your eye on, this is talking about, hey, how about, talking to that person? How about connecting with that person? How about, hey, listen, let's exchange numbers. Let's go grab a cup of coffee every once in after work or whatever, something like just go in a very friendly, casual way, and see what that may be about. Because there's this energy here of following your guidance and your intuition, because that's going to lead you somewhere here. Okay. It leads to truth. I'm telling you. All right. I'm going to get 2 more decks for you, and then we're going to close out this reading. This being one. Actually, I'm being called to pick this one and then this one. All right. And then we're going to, taming anger. Don't roar in argument. Respect can heal wounds. I just literally, that's what just popped out of the deck. Remember that I was saying about this regret, whatever this energy is, work on it and let it go. Don't worry about the past or recent past. Don't worry about the heartbreaks. Just focus on a new energy, okay? Because if you're still holding on to the jaded energy and what didn't work out or what coulda, shoulda, woulda, that the past is the past. Let it go, okay? All right. All right. Up next, we have Ed. Ed, I don't know what the question was, my dear. So, Ed, if you are here, give me some clarity on that question, okay? I feel that there is an opportunity here at your job. I'm telling you, this came out before. There's an opportunity at your job. And the thing is, the person seems like it's a solid person, and there's an intuitive type of connection here. And there's possibilities of this stemming into something more. Again, there's some type of chemistry there. All right. You are now more mature. You have the experience. Give something a chance and see if this person meets you at your level of maturity. Okay. So let's see here what's coming through here for you. You have here shreds of love. Past trauma leaves scars. Take time to heal yourself. I told you, this has been coming through, like you have 4 cards here talking about the same thing, and it is very much connected here to this card. This person who may have had a situation, circumstance, or an event in the past or recent past that has kind of felt like there's just no hope, or that the hope is lost in regards to love. You can't think that way. You cannot think that way. You got to get yourself out of that energy, because that may be, in a way, holding you back from enjoying, from joyful activities, from celebrating life, from looking at your love life as a moment of prosperity and abundance that's coming into your energy field. Okay? All right. Last but not least, and then we're going to give you your last card here in regards to your advice. Let's see here. Give me more clarity on this energy that I'm picking up at Shatira's work area, whether it's where she works or around where she works or people that she works with. Give me more clarity in regards to that. I'm telling you, you're being very hesitant on something here in regards to that. There's something here that you're like, I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't, and you're getting caught up in your head about it. So whatever it is having to do with this person, you're kind of like, I don't know. You may not want to make the first move. And you may be like, I'm waiting for them to make the first move. But whatever this is, this is in your mind over and over. Okay? Give Shatira advice in regards to this. There's something about, you're being very hesitant about that. But the chemistry is there. You know what it feels like? It feels like 2 people who may be interested in each other and no one knows how to make the first move. Okay, that's how it feels like. It's like 2 people who are interested in each other and nobody knows how to make the first move. That's exactly what it feels like. It's like both people are in their heads, because I feel that this person is equally interested in you. It's just 2 people who are like, I'm not going to make the first move. Well, I'm not going to make the first move. Well, I don't know if so-and-so is interested in me, but I'm interested in so-and-so. I don't know if so-and-so is interested in me. I'm going to wait for that all this waiting, and it's like both people are caught up in their head. I'm going to tell you, 2 people here thinking the same thing. And that's why nothing is moving here. Now, see, this is what I get the feeling. I know, I've been there. Okay. It's 2 people. I'm telling you, listen to me. It's 2 people who like each other, and none of that, they don't want to make the first move. And they're thinking about each other all the time. There's a lot of energy you're thinking about each other all the time, but nobody's doing anything here about this. And what's going to happen is, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what you don't want to happen is someone else who doesn't really care and is not hung up on should I or shouldn't I, and goes ahead and asks this person out. You see what I'm saying? because then it's going to be like, well, now this person, now we have a bigger situation, right? So it's kind of like, just whatever is said, let it be said in a kind of, a casual way. Casual. Oh, hey, listen, how about, we go grab a cup of whatever, cup of coffee or whatever, casual. Hey, do you like to play pool? I like to play pool. You wanna hang out and play some pool? You wanna go out bowling? Or hey, listen, I have the ticket to go to whatever. Do you want like that? That's how I'm getting it. Look what just popped out of the deck. In every circumstance of life, this huge change is going to bring you inner peace and harmony. All conflicts are coming to an end to give way to compassion and empathy. You have 222 twice. So you may see the numbers 2 as validation confirmation, or you may see the number 4, which is interesting because April is the month 4. And sure enough, by April, Mercury in retrograde is going to get out of retrograde, and it's going to, everything's going to go back to normal. So maybe, I don't know, maybe April would be a great time to connect with this person, or just like throw it out there now so that they have something to look forward to in April. You're like, hey, right now my schedule is really busy right now, but hey, I would love for us to just hang out and grab a cup of coffee. What do you think? Like that, like very casual, because I'm getting casual energy is going to be important here. Okay, so there you go. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, 222. Okay, 4. So you get 248. Okay, there you go. Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. And I hope that this has given you some type of clarity. Okay, 222. There you go. There's a reason. Listen, I wish you the best of luck. I know it's easier said than done. I think that if that person that I saw on the train, if I were to see that person more often, like I definitely would have said something a little bit more than just like, hey, I see. I'm not even going to talk about it, but it was so funny. I mean, we were talking. It's just that I had to hurry up and get off the train because it was my stop. Granted, it was his stop too. I should have done something differently, but whatever. It is what it is. It's funny because I will be taking that same train at some point in time in the near future. So who knows? But there you go. Opportunities, they come in different ways. Okay. So let's grab those opportunities when they're in front of us. All right. That being said, Shatira, thank you so much, my dear, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have, when will I be ready? Or what I need to do. With what, my dear? Ed, love the question, but what is the question here? What's going on with, and then fill in the blank. What is possibly going on with your spiritual gifts? Okay, beautiful. Much better, my dear. All right, we're going to take a look at that. That's more spirituality, so I got to bring out my spirituality cards. But in the meantime, intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Lots of information is there. And if you don't see it in the description box down below, then you could take a look at the chat because we have some information there also. That being said, intuitive friends, take a look at your March readings. March readings are there. They're all pick a cards. Let your intuition be your guide. And there we go. All right, intuitive friends. If there isn't anyone after Ed, then Ed will be my last and final reading for tonight. Okay, Ace, go that way, please, honey. Thank you, Ace. All right. Ace, go that way. Stop hiding, Ace. Ace, go that way. Thank you. Almost fell. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Ed, for stopping by. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'm going to add another level of clarity here in regards to this reading. So I'm going to do something a little different. Just a little extra stuff that I'm working on here. All right. Let's see here what's coming through. So I'm going to do my regular reading for you, like obviously with the cards, but let me see what I pick up here in regards to this. So what is possibly going on with Ed Garcia's spiritual gifts? Okay. All right, let's see what's coming through. All right, so what I'm picking up here, Ed, I'm seeing like a heart within a heart here. So there's this sense here. I don't know if lately you've been feeling, yes, you have this natural ability and natural gifts that you've been born with and that you've had. And I feel like generationally, okay? But I'm getting like there's like kind of like not, there are two things here. Is what I'm getting, because I'm seeing two hearts here. Okay, so I'm seeing one here. Okay, and then one within it here. So I'm getting two, it's like two loves of something. You understand what I'm saying? There are two loves of something. I'm also seeing the hand of Hamsa, the Hamsa hand. I'm seeing the Hamsa hand right here of protection. I don't know if this is something that you may have like as a, you know, like the evil eye, like the little, but I'm getting like the hand of Hamsa, the Hamsa hand. So there's this sense here of, I don't know if you need to wear that or that you should have that. It comes in stickers also. Like if you want to put it on a sticker, I'm telling you that because I do have that as well. And you could like buy the sticker and you could put it wherever. And by the way, the Hana Hamsa, if you have it upright, it means something. And if you have it upside down, it means something else. So one is protection and the other one is something else. So I'm getting the hands of Hamsa. But I'm getting like you're torn between two. I don't know if it's two instinctually. I don't know if there's two paths here spiritually or two spiritual gifts. It's like, because I'm feeling here a little bit of a tug of war. I'm getting the letter G. Give me 1 second. This takes more time than my other than doing the cards. So just give me this is why I don't do this on the channel, but um give me um I'm getting one of the abilities here is I'm seeing clairaudience. Okay. And it's funny because I'm seeing, so this one is spiral. So this is my left hand side. So I don't know if it's the left ear that you may get some type of ringing in the ear, or there's this sense of being able to hear, like either physically hear or hear your own thoughts. There's clairaudience that's coming through here. So whether it's that your abilities are very much connected to your throat chakra, so this is intuitively hearing in your mind or physically hearing, but I'm getting the ear here being an important element of the your spiritual gifts. I have the letter G and the letter D. I'm just going to tell you what I'm picking up. There may be some type of connection there to that. I'm getting that your path is very clear. Your path is clear. It's more about you choosing. So I don't feel that there's any like obstruction in regards to what it is spiritually. It's about you just choosing something. But it's not I don't feel that there's an obstruction here to whatever it is that you want to get to spiritually. It's more about you making a decision about something here, because that's how it's coming through here. It's you following specifically what it is that you want to do. Because again, I'm seeing two hearts here, a heart within a heart. And what I'm seeing clairvoyantly, it's like someone walking through a labyrinth and you just kind of finding your way. But it's not that the way is obstructed. So I don't feel like there's an obstruction to you getting to where you want to get to. It's more like you choosing something here. Like you finally choosing something, or choosing a path, or choosing a specialty, or choosing if I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. But that's how this is coming through. Yeah, because I'm getting like a question. Yeah, that's how this is coming through. There's like a question here, like a question mark. You're asking a question, but there's even a part of you who's questioning the question. I don't know if that's making sense, but that's how I'm getting this. It's like a question, questioning the question itself, like questioning yourself. So I'm getting dragon energy here. I don't know if there's like a tattoo of a dragon or it's coming across as like a dragon. Dragon is strength. I don't know if I don't know if there's this energy here. I don't know if there's like a love of dragons or a love or a tattoo that is symbolizing strength. But I'm getting the image of strength here. So someone, I don't know if you were born in the year of the dragon. I don't know if dragon is an animal that you feel very connected to. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you're going to be able, well, you should be able to see it, but I'm going to show it to you right here. Hopefully I won't move it. All right. So hold on, give me a second. I lost it. Hold on. Shoot, where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, right there. I don't know if you see it, but right here, there's the head. There's like, it's on a profile. So there's like the nose, the snout, the eyes, the head. It's giving dragon right here. Right here. I don't know if you could see it, but I could see it. All right, so I'm going to jump into your reading now, but that's all that I'm picking up here in regards to this. Let me know if that made some sense, and we'll see, because I'll keep this actually. Let me keep this right here. All right. All right. Well, let's see. Let's jump into the reading now. All right, so let's find out here what's coming through in regards. Let me see. What was the question? What is possibly going on with your spiritual gifts? All right, so that's what I picked up at the top of the reading. Now we're going to jump in and get more information here. All right, let us jump into this right here. All right, let's see what's coming through. What is possibly going on with Ed's spiritual gifts? So you're getting here the Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, Cosmic Ritual. You have the number 6 here. All right. So I feel here that your guides, you may be getting, whether it's dreams, whether it's when you're in meditation. I don't know if you could see it here. Oh man, there we go. You have the Light Priestess. There is a guide that you have. This could be a guide or this could be a loved one who's crossed over. It might be more of like a spiritual guide. And remember that ear that I told you that I was seeing in that first part of the reading? I feel here that this guide here in a way talks, and I'm going to put this in like quotation marks, talks or connects with you. Either you hear them physically in your ear or the thought, clara audience, like I said. And I feel it's a female, okay? Because it says priestess. So there could be here, and she's very strong. Because remember that in the first part of the reading, I saw an ear, I saw the letter G, I saw what other letter? I forgot. Hopefully you wrote it down. But so there is this sense of like communication between this guide, okay? Again, I'm getting female guide or divine feminine energy connecting with you, whether it's in the dream world or whether it's in meditation. Now, what's interesting is that in the first part of the reading, I told you that I saw a dragon, but I was able to see the dragon's face very clearly. So I feel that she comes across in the dreams as either dragon or a dinosaur or like some type of spiritual animal, like an animal spirit. I feel this is someone who like this guide is very like there's a spirit animal because I'm getting like a spirit animal, and dragons are connected to strength. I said that at the top of the reading. Remember, I said I saw a dinosaur, saw a dragon. Dragon is very much connected to strength. And I feel that if, and I don't know if this is true, but again, I'm just channeling the messages. If you get a dream or a daydream, like if you're doing meditation in the daytime and you see this, I feel that she is the dragon. Like she is the symbol. Whether she comes as a dragon in your dreams, whether there's some type of connection here of this divine energy, very much connected here to you. And she might represent herself, and she may shapeshift. Okay? Because I'm getting a shape shifting. It might be the same guide, but that shape shifts. So 1 minute she could be a dragon. Another way she could represent herself in a different way in your dreams or in your meditative states. But I am getting a very strong guide here coming through for you. Okay? All right, give me more here. And there's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of like insights here. So if you don't have a dream journal, I would consider having a journal just for your dreams or just for things that may feel, or like if you're doing like meditation or something. Because I'm getting that you're going to need somewhere to write down these visions or these dreams, because she's coming through, or this energy is coming through as a guide that's gonna guide you through this journey. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I don't know if you've been getting these dreams for a while, or if it's like the time has come where it's like, okay, we got to step it up. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay, you have the relics, Lumeria, fragments, memory, reclaiming. Very interesting. I feel here that there may be a sense of remembrance of something. Super important for you to have your journal. If you don't have a journal, have one specifically for your dreams, for meditation. That's going to be super important. There is something here about remembering, whether it's remembering past lives, whether it's remembering what's coming through in regards to spiritual type of dreams that are coming through in your dream state or your meditative state. But there is a sense of like remembering, whether it's past life memories or whether it's the remembering of your soul purpose or gifts that you may have had in a past life. And it's even coming across as this guide could be very much connected to some type of like sacred ceremony or ritual or whatever you may have been connected in past lives to. So, for example, if you were a high priest or a shaman or an oracle person or some type of connection here to your past spirituality, it's like if this person was like your divine counterpart or kind of like the person, there was some type of connection between you and this person in a past life. Okay? Because I'm getting that too. Getting that there could be memories of even this connection, you know? Whether you were a high priest and she was a high priestess, whether you were a shaman and she was an oracle person, but there's this kind of energy that I'm getting here in remembering. And she may be part of this journey that you're experiencing now, or this kind of remembering that you're experiencing now. And again, I feel that she comes and she shapeshifts. So there's something about shapeshifting here. And maybe very much connected to light. So like when she's around or when there's this kind of, there's something about the lights, twinkling of the lights, glitching of the lights. There could be some type of like, because she's very strong. Remember, I saw the symbolism of a dragon. She's a very big strength here connected to this guide or this helper. So, yeah, there's something about remembering here, a remembering of. Maybe she is here, or maybe you feel her more now than before because there's a sense of like you remembering. And remember that I saw a heart within a heart. I saw a heart within a heart. That's the first thing that I said to you. And it's very interesting because you have two trees here. Same tree, same mountain. And you have two trees, two mountains, and two little things. There's like the number 2 coming through a lot. All right, let's see. There's something about the time is now for something. Okay, so there may be, if you're like kind of like wondering like, is now a good time to start X, Y, and Z? I feel that this is coming across as more like, yes, the time is now to start opening things up more, connecting more, having your dream journal, doing more meditation. You know, what is very interesting is that we have 2 trees, 2, we have 2 mountains, 4, and we have 2 kind of those things stacked. So I have 2, 4, 6. And what's interesting is that this here has the number 6, but because it's facing you, it's coming across as the number 9. So 6 or 9 may be of importance, and 2s may be of importance. Okay? Yeah, 2, 4, 6. And then we have the number 6, but I'm seeing it as the number 9 because you see I'm seeing it upside down now. So it's coming across as the number 9. So there may be some type of connection here. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Give me more. Ooh, okay. So we have here abundance. Wow, what did I tell you? And I'm here giving messages for here. I told you, you have guardian angel. This is a guide. I'm telling you. That is a guide. You have a guide here. Maybe even your guardian angel. This guide may have been like with you since the day you were born, because guardian angels are guides dedicated to us the moment that we are born. Yeah. And you have balance. But what's interesting is that here at the bottom, that's not what I wrote. I wrote area needing attention. It's like this guide or your guardian angel is bringing you to a sense of attention here, because there's a lot that you have to give or a lot that you have of some type of untapped potential that you need to start tapping into. And you may be saying like, am I ready? Am I ready? And this is telling you you're ready. You're ready to start moving things in a more of a consistent, with a sense of consistency. So if something that you were doing before was kind of sort of sometimes, there's a sense here of you needing to be more diligent and more consistent in whatever this is. And this may be your guardian angel or your, like I said, like a guide that is meant for you to connect with and help you balance. Again, balance is about 2s. Remember that I saw a heart within a heart. And I saw the dragon, which is strength. Okay. So there's this sense of that coming up for you now, because it's like it's like you're ready for whatever this is. Like I feel like the time has come. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. All right. Give me more, give me the light side. Choose a path and proceed confidently. Look at that. Remember that I said I saw a heart within a heart, and that you were at the verge of making a decision about something. And this is exactly what this is coming through for you. As you choosing a specific path, or you choosing to be more diligent, or you choosing to be more balanced. area needing attention. Like you finally giving something more attention or doing your due diligence. So you're opening up to a new, it's like the time is now to start moving things along, is how this is coming across. Let's see here. This is exactly what I was talking about. The decision. All right, let's get more clarity here. Angel of Strength. Wow. That's the dragon. Remember that I said I saw a dragon in the first part of your reading, and that the dragon was very much connected to strength. Now, what's interesting is that the strength card in tarot is ruled by Leo. You have the angel number 55 here. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. If we look at the number 10, 2026 equals to 10 also, which if we drop the 0 is 1. So there's a brand new beginning having to do with your spirituality. Now, the strength card in tarot is you managing the part of yourself that needs to be tamed, that needs some type of balance, that needs to be brought into balance. There's something, there's an energy here talking about your sense of confidence and you being more confident now or closer to this kind of like, I'm ready now than maybe before. And now is the time with the sense of strength and confidence for you to pick either specifically what, I don't know, sixth sense that you really want to pour into, or maybe it's like you just opening the door to just doing something with more due diligence. But this strength, this guide is very strong, is very powerful, is gentle, even though there's a lot of strength and a lot of energy and you know, being strong energy wise, there's also a part here that's very gentle. Okay, it's like roaring like a you know, like a lion, or like a, you know, like a dragon, but also gentle. And remember that I said that I was getting shape shifting, and this guide or your guardian angel may shape shift in dreams to bring you some sort of messages here. So pay attention to your dreams and to your to the messages in your dreams. Okay? But isn't that interesting? I told you I saw a heart within a heart. I told you that I was picking up dragon, which is strength, that I was picking up. There was a lot that I even forgot what I said, but there's a lot in that first part of the reading that's coming through again here in this part of the reading here. Yeah. Give me more clarity here. What's going on here with Ed Garcia's spiritual? What was the question that you wrote? What is possibly going on with Ed Garcia's spiritual gifts? Yeah, it's time to get the ball rolling with it for sure. That's what I'm getting here. eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. You're now being able to see what you need to see and connect with what you need to connect. You're being able to see. Now, what's interesting is I'm getting physical eyes, which is 1, and spiritual eyes, which is 2. So there's this sense of you being able to see clearly through the veil. Like I said, you need to, if you don't have one already, you're going to need to have a journal handy for yourself, because there's something here about you being able to see, whether it's physically or, clairvoyantly here, see behind the veil. Now, what's very interesting is that I said this at the top of the reading, and I'll say this again. You have a face here and a face here. Now, they're 2 different decks, but they're looking like the same face. It's giving this kind of like same face type of energy here. So there's this sense of shape shifting. You might think it's 2 people and it may not be 2 people, or you might think it's 3 people and it may not be 3 people, or you may think it's more than 1 person. It may not be. It may be the same energy, but that's able to shape shift in whatever you need to understand a certain message about. Okay? All right, let's get to, I'm going to just add two more cards here, and then we're going to close the reading for you. All right, let's take a look here at this deck right here. What is going on here with Ed's spiritual gifts? Clairvoyancy, and I had a clairaudience coming through. Those are the 2 that I'm getting here, which is interesting because I was talking about the heart within the heart. So there could be 2 gifts that are opening up at the same time or strengthening at the same time, because you do have the angel of strength here. And the path here that you may be choosing is like you just finally saying to yourself, this is it. I'm just going to keep moving forward. Choose a path and proceed carefully. Yeah. Like sticking to a specific kind of like for example, especially if this is about like if you're like doing something more often in the spiritual realm, it's like continuing to do it consistently here, like choosing to keep moving in that path. Now, remember, clairvoyancy is very much connected also to dreams. So there may be this sense of you being able to see in the ethereal realm in your sleep world or in your meditation. So again, making sure that you have a journal for your dreams, a journal for your meditations is super important in order for you to gain the abundant information, messages that are coming through in regards to what your guardian angel or your guides are giving you or telling you, especially here with the light priestess, galactic wisdom, cosmic ritual. You're getting messages from the ethereal. All right, let's take a look at one more, this deck, and then we're going to close with the other deck. All right, so Ed, I hope these messages have been insightful. I hope they're giving you some type of clarity here. You have tough or armadillo, security. By the way, you're very well protected, so no worries about that. But you have your security, toughness, and boundaries. You need to, with the help of others. Okay, don't worry about, you are being guided. That's number 1. You're being guided and you're being protected. So you have a tough or a very protective shield here. Okay? So no worries about that. You're good with that. Okay? Work with your guardian angel or your divine, guide here Because there's this sense of like, you know, maybe there are times where you're like, well, you might kind of be a little bit hesitant on working with your spiritual gifts because you're like, I don't know what it could bring forth. But always start with grounding your energy and then creating a protective shield around you to strengthen your auric shield before you do any spiritual work. That's going to give you this kind of protective auric field, or that tough armadillo shell that's coming through in regards to security, toughness, and boundaries, right? So if there is a concern about like, well, now that I'm doing more meditation or more, you know, whatever it is that you may be doing with your spiritual gifts, this is talking about making sure that you create or that you strengthen a shield, whether it's visually or whether it's with words, like calling in your guardian angel, calling in the ethereal, calling in all guides that are of 100% God light, love, and blessing, like things of that before you start to do anything having to do with your spirituality or your spiritual gifts. So don't be afraid to start working with them, and don't be afraid to start working with what those tools are energetically, because you are protected, but always start with the protection, okay, so that you're able to balance from the 3D world into the divine. So what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Before I do any reading, whether it's private clients or whether it's one that I do for my channel where I record, or whether I'm coming on live, I have a ritual. I have a ritual that I do every single time before I start working with my spiritual gifts in regards to channeling messages or whatever it is that I am doing. I always start with something. I start with something that very much connects me and grounds me and very much protects my auric shield. So when I am working and I am channeling, there's no way that any lower vibrational frequencies can interrupt in what I am doing. So that is something that maybe you might want to create your own affirmation or your own prayer or your own ritual in order to strengthen your auric field before you start to dabble in to practicing or strengthening, okay, your spiritual gifts. Okay, so that's what's coming through. Let's take a look. We're going to end. We have two more. So I have this one for you, and then I have another one here for you, and then we're going to end the reading. Listen, a lot has come through from that first part of the reading into this reading. So very, very interested. I'm very kind of curious how this may have resonated for you in some way, shape, or form. But let's take a look here at two more decks, and then we're going to close your reading. If there isn't anyone else who would like a what's going on, spilling the tea, then look what came out. I didn't touch it. It flew out. And what is this? The 8 of Pentacles. It's super important right now. Listen carefully here, Ed. It's time for you to start practicing what you know, or start practicing something that you need to do more practice. I told you the time is now for you to jump in and start working with your spiritual abilities. It's no more waiting. It is like, boom, this is what I'm going to do. I am choosing that I am doing it, and I'm going to proceed with confidence. The more that you do, or the more that you practice, or the more that you connect with the other side, with the ethereal realm, the more that you connect with your guardian angel, the more that you bring yourself into balance, where you are ensuring that, yes, you're doing what you need to do in the 3D world, but you're also doing the equal part of the ethereal or the divine, that you are shielding or strengthening your auric shield before you do any sort of spiritual work or spiritual connection. The more you work, And the more you practice on it, the better you're going to get. The Eight of Pentacles says learning all that you can about a subject or career, going back to school, seminar, or finding a mentor. I feel that that is your guide, your guardian angel. It says here, pay attention to detail, skilled work that you love. Remember that I was telling you that I was seeing two hearts? There you go. Where is it? Here, right here. Here's the word love. Right here. There you go. Okay. What is that? What is that? Noise. And it's not the dog, because the dog is right underneath me. But anyway, so there you go. So the Eight of Pentacles is honing in all of your focus, honing in your abilities and your skill, and doing something and putting your focus, your dedication, your consistency, and the work on that over and over and over and over again until you gain mastery, which is the reason why you have two people here working on something. Okay. Eight of Pentacles is the dedication it takes to become a master in something. And I feel here, going back to what I was picking up at the top of the reading, remember I saw a heart within a heart. You're not doing this work alone. So you may feel like you're alone in this, and this is coming across as you're not alone in this journey. You're not alone in this process. You have an amazing, loving guardian angel who is with you. And what did I write here? Reassurance, direction, and protection. Look at that. Giving you the reassurance, the direction, and the protection that you need in order to gain the wisdom and in order to continue to practice or to put into practice that which you have the ability to see, or to the skill that you have from behind the veil. Okay. The more that you do this, the more it's going to blossom. The more that you put practice into something, the more that you continue to devote the time, the patience, and the consistency, the more it's going to flourish and blossom as time expands. Last but not least, Ed, what a beautiful reading here. Let me know if these messages resonate. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section as well as here in the chat. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Your last and final card here for you, my dear. Let's see what's coming through. Thank you so much, Ed, for your love, your loyalty, and support. And don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. All right, let's see. Your last card here is make a commitment. Wow, that's exactly what I just said. The more you are committed to the practice of something, the better you're going to get, the more you're going to grow, the more you're going to blossom, the more you're going to be a master or gain mastery in whatever this may be. And the stronger that you will be, and the more confident, because remember, the Strength card in tarot is what? Connected to Leo energy. The more you're going to be, you're just going to, again, you're going to strengthen your auric shield. Look at that. It says make commitment. Make a commitment. I told you at the top of the reading, the first part of the reading, not the second part, but the first part of the reading, I told you that I saw a path. I said the path does not have any obstacles. The path has choices that you need to make. And sure enough, that's exactly what this said. So that's giving you validation confirmation from the beginning of the reading to the part that I'm giving you this reading. And again, look at this person who's walking. They don't have any obstacles. They just need to make a decision. Make a commitment says, stay committed to whatever aspect in your life, relationship, career path, or your own self-development. All you need is a strong sense of responsibility, because you have a long way to go. There you go. Only you can make that commitment. It's like there's no obstacles in the way. I told you, because that's what I saw at the top of the reading. I said, you don't have any obstacles. What you do need is to make a choice, to choose to keep doing that specific thing in regards to your spirituality. And then, of course, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You honing in on your special talents, abilities, your sixth senses. The more that you work on it, the more you're going to gain mastery in that specific fill in the blank. So the time is now. And sure enough, you have abundance here. And it says, in gratitude, of course, always thank your guides and your guardian angel for whatever it is that you are doing and practicing and gaining more specific specialty. And that being said, Ed, thank you so much for joining. I hope these messages have been insightful. And let's see here what you may have written here. Whoa, there's a lot here. Okay, hold on. Let's see. You said so cool. I have a dragon in my dreams. Oh, wow. That's exactly what I was picking up at the top of the reading. Remember that I said that it could also be your guide. You said, to be exact, I have two. Yes, she does. And she's a girl. That's what I was picking up here with the priestess. She's super strong. I have another one. Wow. Oh, I would be, that's probably, you might have two guys, or you may have, like I said, I feel it's just shapeshifter here. Okay. Oh, you've been meditating more lately? Wonderful. My birthday is 2/2/90. Oh, really? So your birthday is February 2nd. So you're a Pisces? Very, very interesting. So there you go. So you have 2/2, and I told you about the 9 and the 6. Wow. Yep. Wow. Very, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Ed, for stopping by. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe, and share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Intuitive friends, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to take a look at my credentials down below and take a look at the monthly readings. It is a pick a card this month. So there you have, allow your intuition to be your guide. Intuitive friends, take care. You said Aquarius with a Taurus moon. There you go. Great. All right. So that being said, intuitive friends, Ed, I hope these messages have given you the clarity that you need. And let me know how else this may have connected to validation confirmation. But thank you so much for the roses. I see that there, so I know this resonated. Thank you so much, intuitive friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.